Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly Live. I love our new studio. The bank vault is absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy that we got this. I've got Dave off camera here who's going to feed some ideas and stuff to me for you guys. But this is the channel for the live streaming. This is the channel for the interviews. Got a lot of cool stuff happening, but I thought I would just do a synopsis of everything that's going on in the world right now. And we made just a quick list, and I'm going to start with real estate. And first things first, think about this, guys. 20% of all real estate listings across America, on average, they lowered their price last month in August. 20%, 1 in 5. And you've got markets right now that are completely out of control, where you have Vegas right now. Think about this. Las Vegas has over 11,000 listings right now for real estate. And I speak to so many different real estate professionals that write me. Some want to go on camera, some don't want to go on camera. But one thing that is very, very clear with everybody is that trouble is coming. If they've been around the block, and what I mean by that is if people experienced 2005, 2006, and 2007, and then the explosion in 2008, and they've lived through that and they survived it, whether they got destroyed during that time or they made money during that time. These are people that I love to talk to. And people sit there and say certain areas of the economy are doing well right now, but I spoke with Michael Lembeck yesterday, who is a multi-unit real estate agent, and Michael just covered the fact that everything's going down in price right now, and people are getting out of multi-units, and that's 2 units or more, and you're starting to see price reductions in everything. And we can all sit there and talk about real estate syndicates and the Grant Cardones of the world and how they're investing in apartments, and people are gonna make money in real estate regardless. It's gonna happen. But the problem with it is not everybody can financially weather the storm. You've got to think of it as a medium-sized boat going across an ocean. And when you hit stormy waters, not everything's gonna survive that. And some people will, through tenacity and through will and things like that, they're gonna make it through these difficult times. But a lot of people are not. And a lot of times, and Michael and I talked about this, and talked about this with Scott Walters as well, and that people have multiple partners in real estate, and there's a change of circumstance with somebody, and all of a sudden, you can't, one guy's getting divorced, or a family member dies, or something happens and they have to sell the unit, and all of a sudden one of your partners is in deep trouble, and you've got to get out. So there's always going to be opportunities right now for real estate, but with the inflated prices that we've seen over the last 2 years, basically a 49% increase in real estate, and you're starting to see the prices tumble, and you're starting to see the speculators that we saw in 05, 06, and 07 that leverage themselves too much. And okay, if I made this on one house, I can do this on 3, or I can do it on 13, I can do it on 20, and they're juggling, and now they're in trouble right now. So real problem right now, to say the least. So it's going to be interesting to see where real estate's going to go. We'll bring some experts in on real estate in the coming months and share that with you. Now, the next thing, stocks. Let's talk about the stock market right now. If you believe that the stock market is real right now and not being inflated by the plunge protection team and by the Fed buying everything, you're kidding yourself. But with that, with this knowledge, knowing that it's fake, if you are not hedging yourself against what is going on right now and getting some really solid advice, because I'm giving you the news, I'm not giving you legal or investment advice. You've got to get that on your own. But one thing that you can do is talk to your investment advisor and find out exactly where they think that everything's going to go, and how can you protect yourself during this time. If you haven't done that yet, you have to do this right now. And one thing that the next thing, banking. We've talked a lot about banking and the problem with money in the banks. There is a liquidity problem right now where the banks do not have the money that you think they do. The requirements for a bank, it used to be back in the day that it was as high as 35%. You put money into a bank and they had to retain 35% of your deposit within the banking system. Now it's down, I believe, below 1% right now. And I want you to think about this, and you guys, for those of you that have been on the main channel and seen this, if there was a 1% bank run, it would destroy the banking system worldwide if 1% of the people went and took all their money out, 1%. So that should scare you. But what do, Dan? What do I do if I'm on a fixed income? Gotta have some cash. And I've said this to you, Dave, a bunch of times, and have cash out of the bank, because when things happen, you're gonna have a problem. And again, it's all relative, okay? If a guy makes 300 grand a year, he better have $10,000 out of the bank. He just should. And he needs to have it in, various bills and various sizes so that he can do, he can handle his life for a short period of time if the bank had a major problem. Now, with that, I also believe in precious metals. I believe in the metal stocks. I believe in owning physical silver more than anything else because it's so underpriced and undervalued right now. But if you go to buy silver and they have it, look at the price of what coins are online before you go and buy junk silver, which is 90% silver, pre-1964, and before that, that's 90% silver. And it's basically $1.40 of that silver equals an ounce of silver, but look at what you're paying for those. And again, when you buy silver, I believe in $5. Don't pay more than $5 premium per ounce. I was in a silver dealer this last week who told me that I'm getting $10 and $12 an ounce. Well, from fools, you're getting that. So again, you're going to see silver potentially drop in price before it shoots up. Get what you can get right now, because the most industrial used metal, undervalued asset is silver, to say the least. Now, survival, you guys need to prep right now. You need to have food, dry goods at your home. If you don't watch the main channel, iAllegedly, one thing that we're getting a tremendous amount of is people that are from the Farm Belt around the world, European Farm Belt as well, telling me how there's going to be a shortage of grain, there's going to be a shortage of vegetables, there's going to be a shortage of beef and chicken in the coming year that is going to be catastrophic, and that people need to prepare themselves in such a way that they could live in their home for an extended period of time. And now, I used to think it was 2 weeks, a month. Now I'm believing it's a year right now, that you need that much food, at least 6 months of food, because things are going to get crazy before they get better. And it's not gloom and doom, it's reality. Look at what you're seeing. Look at the inability of our leadership to handle running even our state. I'm in the richest state, which is the 5th largest economy in the world, is California. And here we are, we're in a state that cannot handle the electrical grid right now. And that is mind-boggling, guys, right now. Do you know, I got a text yesterday twice that I used profanity as my response to them, and how I needed to cut back on my energy bill, and it's up to me to do this. Well, it's not up to me. It's not fair that it's up to us right now. Our leaders and these people that run these companies have done nothing but support football teams and baseball teams and spent money when they should be working on the infrastructure. They need to be held accountable to make our grid safe. And again, I'm going to survive if they shut my power off, but what is grandma going to do? What is the person going to do if they have medical equipment inside their homes? They're in deep trouble with this. So, final thing on this is that if you have not signed up for iAllegedly Live to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. Please share this with other people that you know, because this is the channel that we're going to use. And by the way, I love the Bank Vault studio. This is fantastic. But this is the channel we're going to use for live streams in the future, and we're going to use it for Patreon, the private channel, and everything else that's coming out over the next few weeks and months. You guys are going to see this. So the economy that we have, we're seeing these problems around the globe. We're seeing huge problems in Australia, and because of my huge audience in the UK, in Australia, in New Zealand, South America, Canada, we're getting the real story with boots in the grounds from people. And right now, Australia is having a huge real estate crisis right now. And they're having an energy crisis right now that people cannot afford to rent places. And you're seeing construction companies, basically they say there's going to be over 1,000 construction companies that are going to go out of business between now and the end of the year. That is mind-boggling when you think about that. The bankruptcies are going to be absolutely catastrophic and absolutely huge. The UK, same thing. Now here's the one thing about the UK that I give them credit, is that the Bank of England is talking about how inflation has taken a bite out of people's wallets, and 20% of their average income, this is sick, Dave, 20% of the income is used for energy bills, which again, guys, we have to have electricity, you have to have gas. As it gets colder in some of these places, you've got to have a way to heat your home. But it is sick because you don't get anything out of paying an energy bill. You don't get to go someplace. You don't get to own a car. You don't get anything by paying an electrical bill, and it's criminal that 20% of these people's income is going to this, because there's people that are going to choose eating over heating their house, and that's wrong, and our leadership needs to fix that. But this is coming to the States as well. So a lot of cool stuff happening. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, iAllegedly Live. You're going to have the live streams coming out. And send me an email, okay? You can send emails to iallegedly@gmail.com of things you want to see. But also, let your friends know about this channel, because this is the secondary channel, and there's going to be a lot of cool interviews. We've got world leaders, we've got business leaders, got a lot of friends, people I've met that are really successful, that have a niche in business, and they're going to be worth bringing on the show and sharing your thoughts. But what do you guys want to see too? Let me know that as well. Okay? So thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to iAllegedly Live, and I will see you guys very soon.